First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Detroit Lions. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Check, 53's Mike. Check, 53's Mike.
Hey, watch the lane. Eighteen.
First carry for Kenyon Drake. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 46. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody can run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys, good, backside
switch
guys.
Man,
that's what you're supposed to do.
Head better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable game.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. Got an open man, it's Michael Gallup. Touchdown, 49ers. Michael Gallup, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
'58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. 1, 2, 3.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. The 20, 10, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Terry McLaurin, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Hauschka with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. So they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
It's a party now.
Red, up.
58's Mike, 58.
Go.
I got you.
Now Trubisky to throw. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. And that gonna be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Motion. 51's the Mike, boys, 51.
Hey, ball.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Boom!
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. Long play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drives exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy. On second down, it's Hines, and he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now it's Roethlisberger. That'll be caught by Kupp. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
No dice.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Roethlisberger. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
Ready?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
I'm two draw corkers.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
Alert, alert. Black.
Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Here we go, here we go. Black
Just
20.
not enough time for the play to develop.
Hey,
Just
alert,
lucky
alert,
it wasn't
alert,
a fumble,
alert.
really.
58, right over there, right over
Hey,
there.
Zoo.
58, right there.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Hey, 58 is a mic. Going 58 is a move.
2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger once more. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 22-yard line.
230.
Roethlisberger now already at 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Roethlisberger will throw. James has got it, complete. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. These two teams all tied after 1.
Whirl.
QB drop. Watch QB drop.
Black, what's that?
On 3rd and goal, Roethlisberger.
Silver.
And it's caught. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Well, they are able to get 9 yards out of that, but now it's 4th down. A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. They'll run for it with Hines. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. Hauschka adds the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. On second down, it's Drake. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. Lock in, lock in.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And that will be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
This will be taken at the 10. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10.
180.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they fell behind early, but since then, 2 touchdowns and a 14-7 lead.
Yeah, they found the end zone on their first 2 drives, and even more so after the defense gave up the first lead. With these last 2 drives, obviously they inspired their D because they shut them down the last time out. They hope to continue that string.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Check the outs, check the outs, check the outs.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. Slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go.
They go play action with Roethlisberger. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Alert, alert.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now it's Hines. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. A lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees a short yard.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Here we go, here we go.
Khalil Mack, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Snickers.
Well, there's some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. He's got it, complete. Mike Davis. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
50.
Hey, watch Sam. Check Mike 54.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter.
Let's go, defense.
14-7. We'll remind you, coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. Roethlisberger coming up with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. A big play there for Detroit. 42 yards. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Now, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So two thoughts come to mind. One, get some oxygen. Fill up your lungs a little bit. And number two, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Nyheim Hines with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive is going to go a long way towards telling us where they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions.
Touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
We got this.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Check three.
Red, up. Hey, 18. 58's the ball. 58.
Now it's Trubisky.
Let's go.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one.
Sounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Check 4.
Snickers, got to spin.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And the defense obviously expecting run as well, as they're going to shut that one down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
6
yards on that last play.
Mike,
Here's 2nd and 4.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
44.
Here's Roethlisberger. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball and go 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
We'll see what they have up their sleeve. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
On 3. Motion.
Right back to Drake.
It's our time.
Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Red, top.
59's Mike. Check, 59. It's our field.
Hey, 18.
Hey, it's our house.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. He's got his man. It's Andrews. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
50 up. 180.
53.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Running for the shotgun with Drake. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Red, top.
22 jet bomber.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Trubisky. There he goes right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fair catch made at the 25.
Get ready.
Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Devin White, the linebacker, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Here's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest.
Here we
you
go,
can
here we
draft
go.
the most
230.
athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Something of a rare incompletion. Remember, Charles, last week under 50% throwing the football. That's what he was, but he has turned that around in this game.
But last week was what's commonly known as a fluke. For him to be under 50%, not normal, not the usual. But to be up over 80%, that's extra time in practice, and that's throwing.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far,
pressure comes and Trubisky goes down. Josh Allen able to get him for a loss of about 3.
180.
All day, punk.
3rd and
out of the gun, Trubisky. Aguilar has it. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. Now Trubisky.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off it. Let's get
Off the play fake. Here's Trubisky.
We ain't giving up nothing today.
The catch made by James O'Shaughnessy, the tight end. 22 yards there, a first down.
Let's go.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Here's Trubisky to throw. Complete to his running back, Kenyon Drake. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. He got 29 yards that time. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
18.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now at Ford Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Trubisky. And he whips that one incomplete there. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
This is caught, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Mike.
Watch the slats. Watch the slats.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
They'll try and pound it in with Drake. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. No gain on the play, and it's going to be second and goal. Another shot from the one on second and goal.
Alert, alert, alert.
Pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Shift.
Alert, 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 alert. X3. 2-8.
Now Trubisky to throw. Being chased out, and they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Mitchell Trubisky, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers get a score closer. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will shave one more off this lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on second and 10.
Let's put that.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. This one caught by Ridley. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. The Lions on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. This is Hunt. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.
All right, now.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
58's Mike.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Detroit. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
At their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carried that.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now it's Trubisky. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Fielded just inside the 30. A good return there. Call it 13 yards.
Go, baby. Let's go.
Possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Start.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger. Now that'll be caught by Kupp. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Lions are in 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger.
Let's go.
Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 21 yards there on 3rd down. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
Show that bench release and go.
Play action. It's Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. That's going to be caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. You can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
The Niners take over 1st and 10.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd and 12, Trubisky escaping the pressure right. Rashard Matthews here on the catch. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 44-yard line.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert!
On first down, Trubisky. He's got it to Matthews, complete. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want.
Red, up.
Check. 50.
Trubisky to throw again. Steps away. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
Trubisky will throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Mike 51.
Hey, Delta.
They're going on 4th down. It's Trubisky. And he's got his man on the out route. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. as they stop him with 22 ticks to go in the fourth.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Now Trubisky on first down. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And he is all the way up past the 25.
Ready?
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself. You still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from Ford Field.